Hi guys, welcome back to TV Dinner. I didn't think I'd be doing another episode of this for at least a couple of weeks, but it just so happens that a lot happened in TV this week. So, let's begin. TNT has canceled Mob City. This may be disappointing to some of you because it is a Frank Darabont helmed television show. It's like a mini-series. And it was only expected to be 6 hours across like 2 weeks of programming. TNT just said we don't want to come back and revisit this at all, which is kind of disappointing because it had John Barenthal and Simon Pegg and, what looked like a pretty cool show. I haven't checked it out personally because I haven't had the chance yet, but I was definitely planning on it. And I still can check it out, just in its 6-hour form. From The Hollywood Reporter, Greta Gerwig will be starring in CBS's How I Met Your Dad. Does that sound familiar? Because it's a spinoff to How I Met Your Mother. And overall, that just sounds like a terrible idea. Terrible idea. This is one of the biggest conflict of interests that I've had in quite a while. On one hand, Greta Gerwig, love her. She's getting a great paycheck from this. It's solid work for her. No hate for a girl doing solid work, for anyone doing solid work. On the other hand, again, How I Met Your Dad, not the most inspired idea. Let's just say that. It's also being reported that she will produce the pilot, and if it gets moved to a full series, will also write for the show. And that's a big deal. So at the end of the day, my takeaway is, good job. Good for you. Hooray. The Hollywood Reporter also reports that David Fincher will reteam with Gone Girl's Gillian Flynn for an HBO series, which will be a remake of Utopia. Utopia was a show that aired on BBC's Channel 4. Now, you may recognize that name, Channel 4, because they showed the television series Misfits for its entire series run. Right after hearing this news, I went and looked up their trailer for Utopia, and the show looks awesome. I am going to find a way to check it out as soon as possible. If this new show is any good, and hopefully it will be since it's being directed by David Fincher, then I think it'll definitely also be worth checking out. Netflix has gotten the rights to stream the entirety of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and they have also gotten the rights to stream what are called the Lost episodes, because apparently, I didn't know this, Star Wars: The Clone Wars was canceled after the Disney buyout. I had watched the first 3 seasons of the show and was mostly into it, but eventually I decided I can't buy these Blu-rays anymore. It's just not worth it. I sold the first 2 seasons that I did have to FYE, was able to get the Breaking Bad collection. The show just didn't interest me anymore. And then I'm hearing about this story and the fact that the show was canceled, and I was like, wait, so they never finished the storyline for characters? I'm assuming they didn't close off storylines, because if they had more episodes planned, I would assume that they were going to push a particular storyline for a particular character as far as they could take it to its bitter end, or probably bitter end. And if you know what I'm talking about the character of Ahsoka. Does she get turned by the dark side? Does she get killed? Does she just disappear when she doesn't feel like taking any more of Anakin's bullshit? What happens to her? I was semi-interested in figuring it out. Whenever the show does come on Netflix, which will be in March, I'll probably take like a day or two and watch it, get it out of the way, get some laundry done in the meantime. Speaking of laundry, The Walking Dead is back, and my laundry has never been so tightly folded. And the final news story of the week, Dwayne Johnson's comedy has gotten a series order from HBO. The show will be called Ballers. It's acutely titled because it revolves around the lives of a group of former and current football players, with Dwayne Johnson playing the lead, obviously. Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg are on as executive producers, so that'll be pretty cool. Dwayne Johnson's funny. This show sounds pretty good. If it's going to be more leaning towards the side of Entourage, I don't know, but here's hoping. It'll only be a 30-minute comedy series, so there's that. Now for what I've been watching this week, which isn't much because I kind of put television on the back burner, did a lot of editing this week, did a lot of movie watching this week. I didn't get any Hannibal done, but I was able to watch the new episode of True Detective, and that episode of True Detective. Do we even need to talk about that 6-minute long shot? I don't think we do. If you're not watching True Detective right now, you need to find a way. So that's it for this episode of TV Dinner. Thank you for watching. I will be back whenever enough news warrants another episode. So thank you for watching. Bye!